If you truly want to change your life, there is one step you cannot skip. You must take full responsibility for where you are today. This doesn't mean blaming yourself for every problem. It means accepting that your future is in your hands. Many people spend years blaming their circumstances. They blame their past. They blame their parents. They blame the economy. They blame bad luck. And while some challenges are real, blame has never changed a single life. The moment you start blaming everything around you, you give away your power. Because if someone else is responsible for your life, then someone else controls your future. But the moment you take responsibility, something incredible happens. You take your power back. You stop saying, "Why is this happening to me?" And you start asking, "What can I do about it?" That simple shift changes everything. Successful people are not successful because life is easier for them. They become successful because they focus on what they can control. They cannot control the weather. They cannot control other people. They cannot control the past. But they can control their attitude. They can control their effort. They can control their habits. And that is where real transformation begins. Imagine two people facing the same obstacle. One spends all day complaining about how unfair life is. The other spends that same day looking for a solution. A year later, their lives will look completely different. Not because one was luckier, but because one chose responsibility over excuses. Today, make a decision. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for someone to save you. The person who can change your life has been staring back at you in the mirror all along. The day you accept responsibility is the day you stop being a victim of your circumstances and start becoming the creator of your future. Most people believe success comes from one big moment, one breakthrough, one lucky opportunity, one life-changing decision. But that's not how real success works. Success is usually invisible at first. It's built in the small things that nobody sees. The habits you repeat every day are shaping your future, whether you realize it or not. Every action is a vote for the person you are becoming. When you choose to wake up a little earlier, you're voting for discipline. When you exercise, you're voting for strength. When you read instead of scrolling endlessly on your phone, you're voting for growth. And when you keep going even when you don't feel like it, you're voting for the future you want. The problem is that most people quit because they don't see immediate results. They go to the gym for a week and expect a transformation. They work on a goal for a month and expect success. When nothing dramatic happens, they give up. But the greatest changes in life happen quietly. Think about water boiling. For a long time, nothing seems to happen. The temperature rises slowly, degree by degree. Then suddenly, it reaches the boiling point. What looked like no progress was actually progress happening beneath the surface. Your growth works the same way. Every day you stay consistent, you're building momentum. Every day you refuse to quit, you're becoming stronger. And one day, people will look at your success and call it an overnight achievement. But you'll know the truth. You'll know it was built through hundreds of small decisions made when nobody was watching. Never underestimate the power of small actions. A few pages a day can become dozens of books. A short workout each day can transform your body. A small improvement every day can completely change your life. The key is simple. Don't focus on being perfect. Focus on being consistent. Because consistency beats intensity every single time. Small habits, repeated daily. One of the biggest obstacles standing between you and the life you want is not a lack of talent. It's not a lack of opportunity. It's self-doubt. That quiet voice in your head that says, "What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if I try and nothing changes?" Almost everyone hears that voice. The difference is that successful people don't wait for the voice to disappear. They move forward despite it. Many people think confidence comes first. They believe they need to feel confident before taking action. But confidence doesn't come before action. Confidence comes from action. Think about it. No one starts as an expert. No one begins with complete certainty. Every successful person was once a beginner. Every champion was once inexperienced. Every leader once doubted themselves. The people who grow are the ones who take the first step anyway. They understand that courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward even when fear is present. Every time you do something difficult, you prove to yourself that you're stronger than your excuses. Every challenge you face builds resilience. Every setback you overcome builds character. And every promise you keep to yourself builds confidence. Because confidence is not built by thinking. It's built by doing. The more you trust your actions, the more you trust yourself. Stop waiting until you feel ready. Most people never feel completely ready. Start before you're ready. Learn as you go. Grow through the process. And remember this: failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Every mistake teaches a lesson. Every setback carries a message. Every obstacle contains an opportunity to become stronger. The only true failure is giving up on yourself. So the next time doubt appears, don't listen to it. Listen to your potential. Listen to the dreams that refuse to leave your heart. Listen to the person you know you can become. As we come to the end of this journey, remember one thing. You do not have to change your entire life overnight. You do not have to be perfect. You do not have to have all the answers. You simply have to keep moving forward. Too many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, the perfect plan, the perfect version of themselves. But perfection is an illusion. Growth happens in the imperfect moments. It happens when you're tired but keep going. It happens when you're afraid but take the step anyway. It happens when nobody is watching, nobody is cheering, and nobody knows how hard you're working. Those are the moments that shape your character. Those are the moments that build your future. The person you want to become is not created by one giant decision. That person is created by the choices you make every day. The choice to get back up after a setback. The choice to stay disciplined when motivation fades. The choice to believe in yourself when others don't. And the choice to keep growing, even when progress feels slow. Never compare your chapter 1 to someone else's, chapter 20. Your journey is your own. Your pace is your own. The goal is not to be better than everyone else. The goal is to be better than the person you were yesterday. Because if you improve a little each day, if you stay committed when things get difficult, if you refuse to quit on your dreams, there is no limit to what you can become. Years from now, you'll look back at this moment and realize that your transformation didn't begin with a huge breakthrough. It began with a decision. A decision to stop making excuses. A decision to take responsibility. A decision to believe that your future can be greater than your past. And most importantly, a decision to start. So today, make that decision. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not someday. Today, take the first step. No matter how small it is.